Hey, good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic Live. I'm your host, Neil Johnson, with some great news for you today. Excited to share it. By the way, please do smash that like. Do chat in with where you're from. Let's help get this good news out there. But a massive victory in the counterterrorism efforts, folks. ISIS detained Marwan Maroof. This guy down in Dallas, he is a top leader of the Muslim American Society and the brother-in-law of the Alashi family, convicted in the Holy Land Foundation Hamas financing case. So, three things to remember here, really quick. Hamas is the U.S. arm of the Muslim Brotherhood. Maroof is tied by marriage to the men who funneled $12.4 million to Hamas. His arrest is a direct strike on the Brotherhood's Hamas network in Texas. Folks, this is big. Okay. Now, what's interesting, and I got to share something with you. I've got to share what may be the funniest video on the internet right now as you listen to a local affiliate in Dallas tell you what a great guy this is. Okay. And no, I'm not kidding. Let's see here if this will. Oh, come on. We got to. Why is it not? Just wait. I got to let the video load. Again, I had it all ready for you, but this is from ABC affiliate out of Dallas, Texas. Okay. So let's just go. I'm going to have to just refresh this page. Okay. And go like this. And this is probably going to play an ad. So just hold on a second. We'll get rid of this ad for you. And then we will hit pause. And now I can bring it in. All right, so this out of the ABC affiliate down in Dallas, Texas, defending this guy. I kid you not. But we got him right in Texas.
30 years. That's how long Marwan Maroof has called Dallas home, according to those who know him. 30 years. That's how long Marwan Maroof has called Dallas home, according to those who know him best here at the Muslim American Society of Dallas in Richardson. A father, a scout leader, a volunteer with the American Red Cross, someone who was heavily involved.
Okay, hold on. He's a father, a scout leader, a volunteer with the Red Cross. Folks, this guy is the patron saint of all things good.
Involved with MAS. But yesterday morning, after dropping his son off at school, ICE agents pulled him over and took him into custody. That's according to the Muslim Legal Fund of America. They say Maroof has been fighting for a green card for years.
Okay, guys, quick question for you in the chat. Who do you trust more, the Muslim Legal Fund of America or ICE at this point? Put it in there. I mean, because ICE is telling you this, the Muslim Legal Fund of America, which I'll go to their webpage for you. But they're saying, oh, he's the greatest.
A case they say is built on his decades of community service. But on the same day he was detained, MLFA says he was handed a denial notice by agents. The group calls that decision unfair. Tuesday night, supporters gathered at MAS Dallas here in Richardson to pray, to unite after what's happened. Normally isn't a service here on Tuesday night. This is all for Maroof. MLFA points to Maroof's service in Dallas, helping build the largest Boy Scout troop in North Dallas, leading drug awareness campaigns.
Whoa, wait. Okay, now, this is really funny because this ABC affiliate, Disney-aligned affiliate, Jimmy Kimmel-aligned affiliate, okay, just said Boy Scouts. I thought it was just scouting now because Boy Scouts was too old school, and now that they've gone woke and girls are in Boy Scouts, come on.
For kids and serving as a disaster relief first responder. The organization says it's now taking his case to both immigration and federal court. And while lawyers fight in front of a judge, a Dallas community waits, wondering if it will lose a leader it has known for decades.
To see, the number of people here today, it's a testament to how many people's whose lives he's touched.
My dad has given his heart, his soul, his time, his everything for the last 30 years for this community, and not just the Dallas Muslim community, but the Dallas community as a whole. It's just sad to see.
We reached out to ICE to learn more about Maroof's detainment. So far, no word yet from them. In Richardson, I'm Matt Howerton.
Okay, so we got that. Now, we're going to go here. I'll get rid of this. For immediate release. MAS Dallas leader Marwan Maroof detained by ICE after decades of service in Dallas. This is from the Muslim Legal Fund of America, folks. Oh, before I get into this real quick, though, just a quick word from our sponsor. I'm going to let you watch this video from our good friend Mike Lindell.
To announce that we're having our biggest 3-in-1 sale ever with a limited edition product, a back in stock special, and a closeout deal you won't find anywhere else. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our MyPillow bed sheets, only $29.88. Any color, any style, any size, even kings, regular $119.98, only $29.88. Once they're gone for good. How about our My Towels? They're finally back in stock, but not for long. Get a 6-piece My Towel set, regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And for the first time and the only time ever, get our limited edition premium My Pillows. They're made with Giza cotton and designer gusset. Queen $17.98, Kings only $19.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get the best offers ever. Quantities are extremely limited, so order now.
So 1-800-568-2865, folks. That's the 800 number. Those towels, they're back in stock. They go fast. Go get yourself some. This is they're just the best. They're the best. Okay, so now I want to go back to this Muslim Legal Defense Fund. So for immediate release, Marwan Maroof, Hamas Dallas leader, has been detained by ICE after decades of service in Dallas. Now, I'm gonna bring you to this report where I took the picture from. Does this guy look like Zelensky? I mean, seriously, he looks like Zelensky. Anyways, that's just beside the point. But this is the detention of Marwan Maroof, a top MAS Dallas leader and brother-in-law of the Alashi family at the center of the Holy Land Foundation terror finance convictions, marks a rare but decisive federal strike against the Muslim Brotherhood's entrenched network in Dallas. Now, one of the things that we see consistently with this, and we're going to talk a little bit about Michigan as well, but what they do is they embed themselves as community leaders, people of great service to the community, all this. And what they have to do that because they're trying to get green cards or citizenship or whatnot. But that's not the case. Okay. So, and I am very impressed actually with how some of these terror networks play the long game. Aren't you guys? I mean, I'm not saying that they're great people. I'm just saying you have to respect your enemy and how they approach things, but they play the long game. They will sit in wait. Okay. Reminds me of that scene in Gladiator when that one senator is advising the emperor and he said, there's a snake that sits and lets its prey strike at it, and it waits. You guys remember this? And then it strikes and it kills. Okay, that's how these people work. I mean, they act like, oh, we're community leaders, we're embedded in the community, we're doing all these great and charitable things. Meanwhile, we're funding Hamas for the destruction of the West. Yeah, it's just Agent Orange. I saw your comment there. This is what this reminds me of. Okay, back to this. The arrest represents a significant win in the fight against militant Islamic influence in the United States, a direct strike at the Hamas support networks that once made Dallas ground zero for Islamic financing. According to immigration records, Maroof first entered the United States more than 30 years ago as an international student. He later married and raised a family in North Texas, and for over a decade, he pursued permanent legal residency through his employer. But those applications repeatedly stalled amid federal scrutiny of his charitable and organizational affiliations. On the very day of his detention, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services formally denied his green card petition, echoing prior findings that flagged his activities more than a decade earlier. The arrest immediately triggered a coordinated response from the Muslim Legal Fund of America, which rushed out a statement to its supporters lamenting Maroof's detention and urging the community to mobilize. Our community was momentarily shaken by ICE's pickup of our beloved brother Marwan Maroof, the group declared, framing the arrest as shocking, disturbing, and unjust. MLFA, do you know what's unjust? The fact that he's here, okay? That he's here at all. See, this is what we do. They weaponize our kindness against us. Okay? Seriously. He's a community leader. You guys watched that video I shared right at the beginning. I mean, he's a community leader. He's a scout leader. He's a this. He's a that. This is insanity. Here. Okay, I'm going to skip to this. Okay, we're going to add this in. Okay, you guys see what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan. Okay, let me just, I'm going to share this one. 40,000 people filled Dearborn streets for largest Arabian March in America. Okay, this is the takeover of your country. That's what this is. Do you all understand that? This is the takeover of your country. This is okay. I'm gonna say something really interesting here. Do you know how there's only Pakistan is the only Muslim nation right now with a nuclear weapon, and Pakistan also has significant other religious groups in Pakistan, but it is majority Muslim. Okay, they are the only Muslim nation with the bomb. Do you realize that France, the United Kingdom, and Germany all have nukes? And folks, quiz time on Lumberjack Logic. What is happening to France, Germany, and the United Kingdom? Let's have an open discussion about this. Come on. What do you guys think is happening right now in France, Germany, and the United Kingdom? Do you think that they're, just going to continue on in the way they are? Is it exactly, Agent Orange? It's a Muslim takeover. You want to know how you can? They've said. I've watched the clerics say that we're going to outbreed them, and they are, because white Europeans do not believe enough in their culture to even have kids. That's what's going on. So they are getting replaced. And if you want to know how these clerics can get their hands on nukes, which is their fever dream, all they have to do is keep out breeding them in Europe. Then they'll get their weapons. Yeah, I mean, so people say, oh, well, what's going on in Europe doesn't affect us here. The heck it doesn't. The heck it doesn't. So, anyhow, fighting for a green card for years. What the hell is he doing here for 30 years? Exactly, Sally. I mean, gosh. I don't know what happens sometimes. I slide my mouse and then it just disappears. I must be bumping some button when I'm doing that. Sorry about that. I just went disappeared on you for a second. All right, let's I gotta bring back my screen share now after that. Okay, so that was one picture of Dearborn. Okay, now let's scroll down here. Okay, now watch this. This is Rashid Tlaib. She should not be in the United States Congress, folks.
Not a great look. The mayor condemned it. The White House condemned it. But what about Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib? She reps Dearborn. Is she okay with her constituents chanting death to America? Fox Business correspondent Hillary Vaughn asked her. Watch.
Congresswoman Tlaib.
Fox News. I don't talk to Fox News.
At a rally in your district, people were chanting death to America. Do you condemn?
I do not talk to Fox News.
Do you condemn chants of death to America?
I don't talk to people that use racist tropes.
Why can't you just say whether or not you condemn people chanting death to America? Why are you afraid to talk to Fox?
Fox News is not listen, using racist tropes towards my community.
Racist tropes of her community. Now, Dearborn, Michigan is what she represents. Is that a racist trope? Asking her if it's okay to chant death to America? She is in the halls of the United States Congress, folks.
Is what Fox News is about, and I don't talk to Fox News.
Is death to America racist?
Fox News.
Is chanting death to America racist?
Talking about your guys' racist tropes. You know, you guys know exactly what you do. I know you're Islamophobic, but you guys got to go deal with it on your.
I don't know, folks. Is that Islamophobic, asking why they're chanting death to America, or if you approve of that? Does that make you Islamophobic now? This is insanity.
Your own self. You're not going to use me.
This is so. I don't know, folks. We have this guy being nabbed, and I'll go back to. Let me go here. Okay. Our community was momentarily shaken by ISIS pickup of our beloved brother, Marwan Maroof. If that's your beloved brother, if that's what you're loving, you know, Hamas funding, Hamas supporting people, that seems to be a problem. Muslim Legal Fund vowed to assemble a high-powered legal team, asked for fierce and vocal support at the right time, and claimed Maroof was targeted for speaking truth to power and advocating for Palestine. The pushback wasn't limited to MLFA. One of the most radical imams in Texas, Omar Suleiman, founder of the Yaqeen Institute for Islamic Research, rushed to defend Maroof, his close friend. Suleiman described him as the heart of our community, accused ICE of abducting him, and vowed to mobilize support. Okay? But Maroof's arrest is not just about his MAS role. It's explosive because of his deep family ties to Hamas's U.S. support network and directly links to the most infamous terrorist financing prosecution in American history. According to contemporaneous Associated Press reporting, Maroof is the brother-in-law of Bayan Alashi, one of the Dallas businessmen prosecuted alongside his brothers in the 2002 Infocom case. During those arrests, Maroof was publicly identified as a family spokesman, telling reporters that Alashis were being unfairly targeted in portraying the family as the victims of government overreach. That Infocom prosecution was no minor business case. It was the first major blow to the Hamas U.S. network. In 2004 to 2005, all 5 Alashi brothers were convicted in federal court on charges ranging from illegal computer exports to Libya and Syria to money laundering. Even more damning, prosecutors proved they conspired with Masoud Abu Marzouk, Hamas's political bureau chief, and their own cousin by marriage. It's all a club, man. They're all married to each other, folks. U.S. Attorney Richard Roper warned at sentencing, those who knowingly violate the laws prohibiting any transactions with terrorist organizations can expect prosecution and lengthy incarceration. Bayan received an 84-month prison sentence. Ghassan received 80 months, Hazim 66, and this is 72 months, while Infocom itself was convicted and placed on probation. Seriously, that's all they got? They're funding terrorists and they get 84 and 6-year convictions? How many of you think this is appropriate? 6 years? Or should it be longer? Seriously, I want to know. I mean, am I crazy for thinking this? 6 years, that's all they get? They're funding terrorists and they get 6 years? That's it? Good night. That's supposed to be a lengthy sentence? You've got to be kidding me. Why are they here? The case proved to be the prelude for the far more famous Holy Land Foundation prosecution just a few years later. Ghassan Alashi, already convicted in the Infocom trial, also served as chairman of the Holy Land Foundation for Relief and Development. In 2008, he and 4 others were found guilty on 108 counts of funneling $12.4 million to Hamas under the guise of charity. See, this is why charity is always their thing in what remains the largest terrorism financing trial in American history. In other words, Maroof is directly tied by marriage to the Alashis, a family at the center of both the Infocom and Holy Land Foundation prosecution. Put bluntly, Maroof isn't just another MAS functionary. His household is connected to the convicted leadership of Hamas's U.S. support network, and his presence during the Alashi arrests show he has long been enmeshed in that orbit. Okay? And it goes on and on. I mean, this is not a good guy. Oh, let's see what this... I didn't even check out this video. Listen to this.
Let this soft mineral melt in your mouth to rebuild your gums and teeth and never need a dentist again. Did you know?
$94 billion for foreign aid,
gosh.
$71 billion for
AI
military
ads.
contractors.
Let's see here.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
We can't even understand what he's saying.
I could stand up here and talk about my personal relationship with Marwan. The only thing that I think we have is that we knew him before Dallas knew him. I've known Marwan literally since I was a kid. I've known him for over 30 years. He's the first person to pick me up in Dallas from the airport. Omar, you're the first person I saw when we walked into IDMT.
Oh, so this is Suleiman. He urged the crowd to treat Maruf as a political prisoner and demanded that attendees follow the instructions of the legal team by showing up for vigils, signing petitions, and applying political pressure. So here's the great thing. Trump is president. Okay. It goes on. I mean, you can go to this here. If you guys want to watch more of this, you certainly can. But this is, that's the one we already watched. Here we go. Founded in 1992, the Muslim American Society presents itself as a charitable, cultural, and educational nonprofit, but public statements from its own leaders, federal investigations, and testimony in terrorism trials have consistently identified MAS as a front for the Muslim Brotherhood in America. Nearly half of MAS's active members were members of the Brotherhood. A Chicago Tribune investigation confirmed the Brotherhood origins of MAS, noting that leaders such as Al-Qadi and Akef, later head of the Egyptian Brotherhood, were instrumental in launching the group. During the Holy Land Foundation terror trial, FBI agents introduced evidence tying MAS founders and affiliates directly to Hamas's U.S.-supported network. Wow. Just goes on. But this is a pattern of extremism. Here's the thing. I want to get down to this. Why this arrest matters. By detaining Maruf, immigration officials have disrupted one of the Brotherhood's key organizing hubs in Texas. Dallas has long been a strategic base for Islamic activism, home not only to MAS, but also to the Islamic Association of North Texas, the Holy Land Foundation before it was shut down for terror financing, and numerous groups tied to Hamas's U.S. infrastructure. His arrest underscores that Dallas remains ground zero for Hamas's U.S. network, and this time the strike has landed not only on MAS, but directly within the personal circle of Omar Suleiman, one of the most radical and politically influential imams in America. Analysts say arrest sends a clear signal that federal agencies are again willing to act against Islamic terror networks after years of hesitation and political pressure to look the other way. Promises made, promises kept. Folks, are you not glad that Donald Trump is in the White House and has empowered these agencies to actually arrest these people, to detain these people? I mean, it's just nuts. Okay, let me, this is kind of that's Tommy Robinson's post. I'm going to skip that one. No, that's not the right one either. This is Warren, Michigan. Okay, yeah, I want you to watch this one. Here's one. This is the one I was looking for. This is Warren, Michigan. Streets blocked off for midday prayer. See, and the thing is, you know, by defying our laws and making us adapt to them, this is how they feel power. Watch this one too. I want you to see this one. Okay. America must fall.
Achieved the victory. We haven't done anywhere near enough. And the people here, I promise you, we do feel ashamed. We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come, because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning, the imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning, they must fall. And inshallah, they will fall. And my message to the people of Gaza and the oppressed peoples across the world is that there are people here, both young and old, who are going to be willing to fight and are willing to put their lives and everything they can on the line to bring these empires down, because they must come down. Achieve.
This is right here in America. This is in Dearborn, Michigan, folks. I mean, this is insanity. Insanity. I can't even believe it. Just blows my mind that we want to be so tolerant that this is what we get out of it. Okay, I'm through with the tolerance crap. We have a society and a culture worth protecting. Yes, it's a melting pot. We took people in from all over the world. That was how America was built. But they became naturalized citizens going through an immigration process and swearing allegiance to the United States of America, not to some foreign country overseas or some terror network. Okay. Anyways, I love y'all. This is an important story. I don't have as many people on for this one, but I am doing an 11 o'clock live. Make sure you tune in for that. I'm going to be sharing with you some Jimmy Kimmel highlights, and we're going to talk about that whole situation. I've got a special guest coming on for that show, and it's going to be a good one. So we'll see you at 11 o'clock. I'll get that thumbnail made here eventually and get that up for you. But hope to see y'all at 11 o'clock. All right. I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight. Peace out.